Hello and welcome. I'm Caro from CaroMaths, and in this video I'm going to explain to you how to multiply 5 different types of polynomials. I will also give you an example for each. But firstly, what is a polynomial? It comes from poly, meaning many, and nomial, which in this case means terms, so many terms. In fact, a polynomial can have one or more terms, but it needs to be a finite number of terms. A polynomial can have constants, like 8, minus 3, or a quarter, variables, like x and y, and exponents, like the 2 and y squared. These three components can be combined by using addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, but not division by a variable. For example, you can't divide by x. Otherwise, it is not a polynomial. Also, the exponents I mentioned earlier have to be positive whole numbers including 0, so it can't be a half or minus 3. This was just a brief overview, and now let's look at each case in turn. So let's have a look at the first case. A times B plus C. How do we multiply this out? Well, we've got A times B, which gives us AB, and A times C, which gives us plus AC. And now let's put that in the back of our minds and have a look at an example. The example here is 3y times y plus 2. So how do we multiply this? We've got 3y times y, and we've got 3y times 2. And we can simplify this slightly to give us 3y squared plus 6y. And this is our first case. Now let's move on to the second case. Our second case is C times D minus E. And you'll notice that it is very similar to the first case, but here in the brackets we've got a subtraction rather than an addition that we had in the first case. So how do you multiply this out? Well, we've got C times D, which gives us CD, and C times minus E, which gives us minus CE. And now let's take a look at an example. The example here is 3 times y minus 4. So let's multiply it. Multiplying 3 and y gives us 3y, and then multiplying 3 and minus 4, which gives us plus 3 times minus 4. And we can simplify this slightly to give us 3y minus 12. The third case is getting a little more complicated because now we're multiplying two brackets with each other. But notice that we've got addition in both brackets. So how do we do this? Well, we multiply each term in the first bracket with each term in the second bracket. So let me demonstrate this. We multiply g and I to get gi, g and j to get gj. We've got h and I to get hi, and we've got h and j to get hj. So now let me demonstrate this with an example. The example here is y plus 2 times y plus 4. We multiply y and y. We multiply y and 4 to get 4y. 2 and y to get 2y, and 2 times 4. And we can simplify this. Y times y gives us y squared. 4y plus 2y is 6y, and 2 times 4 is 8. So the final answer is y squared plus 6y plus 8. Our fourth case is quite similar to our third case in that we're multiplying two brackets with each other. But this time, the first bracket we've got addition, and in the second bracket we've got subtraction. So the principle is still the same, in that we're multiplying each term in the first bracket with each term in the second bracket. But it'll be slightly different because we've got a minus n, so we need to bear that in mind. So let's look. K times m gives us km, and now k times minus n, the whole term becomes negative, so it's minus kn. Plus L times M is plus Lm, and then plus L times minus N, so again the whole term becomes negative, minus Ln. Let's look at an example. We've got y plus 2 times y minus 3. We multiply y and y to give us y times y, and then we multiply y times minus 3. So the whole term becomes negative, it's minus 3y, plus 2 times y, which gives us plus 2y, and it's plus 2 times minus 3. We can simplify this slightly. Y times y gives us y squared. Then we've got minus 3y plus 2y, which is just minus y, and then plus 2 times minus 3, which is minus 6. So the final answer is y squared minus y minus 6. And now let's have a look at the final case, which in my opinion is the most complicated one, because now we're more brackets with each other and we've got subtraction in both brackets. We need to be very careful. U times w, which is just u, that's fine, they're both positive terms. We've got u times minus x, which is minus ux. You've got minus v times w, which is minus vw. And we've got minus v times minus x. And remember, if we multiply two negative terms with each other, the term is positive. So it's plus vx. Now let's look at an example just to really get a head around this. The example I've got is y minus 1 times y minus 7. So we multiply y with y to give us y times y. Then we've got y times minus 7 to give us minus 7y. We multiply minus 1 and y to give us minus 1y. And now we multiply minus 1 and minus 7. So you've got minus 1 times minus 7. And so let's just have a look at simplifying this a bit. So y times y, as always, it's y squared. And we've got minus 7y minus 1y, so that's minus 8y. And then minus 1 times minus 7, remember that both negative terms, so the resulting term is positive, so it's plus 7. So the final answer is y squared minus 8y plus 7. Now on this last slide, I just want to give you an overview of everything we've done. I'm not going to talk you through each case in turn again because we've done that, but I thought it would be useful just to have it all summarized on one page. So there you go. If you want to note it down or something, you can do it here. And that's it for this video. If you found it useful, please like and tell your friends. Also make sure you hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out on any of my videos. If you have any questions about what I've done in this video, please let me know in the comments below. Also, if you do struggle with a certain topic, then please just let me know, because I'll be covering a different topic each week and I'd love to help you out. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.